Every so often, you hear something that makes you stop, makes you think, and deep down, you just know it's the truth. No loud motivation. No empty hype. Just a quiet truth. One habit, just one, can transform your life in 30 days. Maybe you've tried waking up at 5 a.m. Tried cold showers. Tried the gym. Hustle. 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 But still, nothing sticks. Nothing feels real. You fall back into the same loop. Wake up, scroll, rush, survive, sleep. So what if I told you that the most powerful change doesn't come from doing more, but from doing just one thing differently? This habit isn't new. It's ancient. Practiced by philosophers, world leaders, high performers, and spiritual thinkers. It's called daily self-reflection, and it's the most underrated key to personal transformation. 1. What is self-reflection? At its core, self-reflection is taking 10 to 15 minutes each day to pause, to disconnect from the noise, and reconnect with yourself. You don't need apps. You don't need fancy tools. Just a journal, or even your thoughts. Ask yourself, what did I do today that I'm proud of? What drained my energy? What inspired me? What can I do better tomorrow? Here's what happens when you do this for 30 days straight. 2. Week-by-week breakdown. Week 1, awareness. The first week is about awareness. You start noticing your own patterns. You become conscious of your habits, not just what you do, but why you do it. It's uncomfortable at first. You'll catch yourself in denial. But awareness is where all change begins. Week 2, clarity. By the second week, things get clearer. You start identifying what truly matters. Your goals become sharper. Your values become louder. You'll begin to see the difference between what's urgent and what's important. Week 3, direction. Week 3 is about realignment. You stop drifting through days. You start making choices with intention. This is where your momentum builds. You eliminate what no longer serves you and double down on what fuels you. Week 4, identity shift. By the fourth week, something subtle but powerful happens. You begin to act like the person you've always wanted to become. Not because you read it in a book, but because you understood yourself daily. Self-reflection has rewired your brain. You don't need motivation anymore. You've built self-awareness, clarity, and control. 3. Why most people don't stick with it. So, if this habit is so powerful, why doesn't everyone do it? Simple. It's not sexy. It's not viral. It's not something you can post on Instagram. But success isn't about impressing others. It's about mastering yourself. Quietly. Consistently. And that's why only the few ever do it. But those who do, their lives change forever. The Stoics practiced it. CEOs swear by it. Navy SEALs use it to stay mentally sharp. Because when you reflect daily, you don't just live life, you lead it. 4. How to start, simple framework. Here's how to start. Don't overthink it. Just start. Step 1. Choose your time. Morning or evening. Doesn't matter. Just be consistent. Step 2. Pick 3 simple questions. Use these. What did I do well today? What drained me? What will I do differently tomorrow? Stopwatch. Step 3. Set a 10-minute timer. No distractions. No scrolling. Just write or think. You'll be tempted to skip a day. Then 2. Then stop altogether. Don't. Even one sentence of reflection is better than none. 1 moment of stillness each day is enough to spark the next level of your life. 5. Results after 30 days. By the end of 30 days, you'll notice. You're clearer. You're more focused. You're less reactive. You make better choices. You know yourself. And that changes everything. 6. Real people, real change. Don't just take my word for it. Let me show you how one habit, daily self-reflection, changed lives across the world. Meet Sarah. A 24-year-old college student who felt overwhelmed and directionless. For 30 days, she wrote down 3 thoughts every night. What stressed her today? What gave her joy? What she learned? She didn't suddenly figure out her life, but she stopped spiraling. She found patterns. She started choosing instead of reacting. That's power. Then there's Marcus. Corporate executive. Burnt out. Disconnected from his family. He began reflecting every morning for 10 minutes. By day 10, he made a tough decision, set boundaries. By day 30, he was a better leader and a better father. Real change isn't dramatic. It's consistent, quiet, real. 7. The science behind it. Still think it's just a feel-good habit? Think again. Science proves that daily self-reflection improves prefrontal cortex activity, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and emotional regulation. It strengthens neural pathways that control focus, self-control, and clarity. Reflection increases gray matter in your brain. Literally rewires it. You become calmer under pressure, more strategic in decisions, more resilient to stress. That's not woo-woo. That's neuroscience. 8. What you'll battle along the way. Every transformation meets resistance. And trust me, you'll face some. You'll be too tired. Too busy. You'll convince yourself it's pointless. You'll want to skip days. But here's the truth. Your brain fears change. Even positive change. Your ego resists self-awareness. It doesn't want you to see your flaws. But breakthroughs come through that resistance. Every time you sit and reflect, even when you don't want to, you're winning a battle. A battle against the old you. 9. Upgrade the habit after 30 days. After 30 days, don't stop. Upgrade. Here's how to evolve your habit. Add a weekly deep reflection session, 30 minutes. Use guided prompts like, what's a limiting belief I need to let go of? Where am I holding back, and why? Pair it with meditation for mental clarity. Reflection isn't just a habit anymore, it becomes a lifestyle. A leadership tool. A life navigation system. 10. Add a nightly micro-routine. Want to make this even more powerful? Create a 5-minute nightly ritual. Here's slow. Light a candle or dim your lights. Play soft instrumental music. Ask, what did I learn today? Who did I impact today? What am I grateful for? Write 1 sentence for each. This quiet moment will train your brain to associate the end of each day with calm, clarity, and closure. You'll sleep deeper. Wake up lighter. 11. Pairing reflection with purpose. Reflection without direction is like a car without a destination. Use what you discover to realign with your purpose. If you don't know your purpose, don't worry. You'll find it here. Ask, what breaks my heart? What lights me up? What problems do I want to solve? As you reflect daily, you'll begin to hear the answers. Quiet at first, then louder. Your reflections will show you the path. And your purpose will give you fuel. 12. Challenge. Your 30-day commitment. Let's make this real. Right now. Here's your challenge. 30 days. Every day. Morning or night. 10 minutes of reflection. Same time, same space. No skipping. No excuses. Track your progress. Stay accountable. Watch yourself transform. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect timing. You just need a pen, a quiet space, and the will to begin. Because this one habit, it will change your mindset, change your habits, change your relationships, change your outcomes, change you. 13. The mirror moment. There will be a moment in this journey when it hits you. You'll look in the mirror and realize you've been living someone else's life, someone else's definition of success, of happiness, of enough. And that moment will hurt. It'll shake you. Because for the first time, you're seeing your own reflection clearly. But this moment, it's the breakthrough. The point where you stop being a passenger in your own story. And from that day forward, you'll stop running. You'll stop pretending. And you'll start living truthfully. 14. Your life as a story. What if your life was a book? Every chapter you've lived so far, joys, heartbreaks, wins, failures, they're written. But the most powerful part? The next page is still blank. When you reflect daily, you stop letting the past control the pen. You start writing with clarity, with vision, with courage. The main character becomes conscious. And the plot finally has direction. So I'll ask you this. What kind of story do you want to tell? Because reflection is how you write it. 15. You versus you. We're not in competition with the world. The real battle is you versus you. The untrained mind versus the focused one. The reactive self versus the reflective self. Every day you reflect, you close that gap. You respond instead of react. You grow instead of repeat. You evolve instead of escape. And that is the difference between an average life and an extraordinary one. 16. The ripple effect. Your daily reflection doesn't just change you, it changes the world around you. When you're centered, you bring calm into chaos. When you're aware, you respond instead of react. And when you grow, you give others permission to grow. Your kids start asking deeper questions. Your friends feel safer around you. Your co-workers notice the shift. Self-reflection isn't selfish. It's a silent revolution. A ripple that moves outward and lifts everything it touches. 17. Building your reflection toolkit. Want to take your reflections even deeper? Build your toolkit. Here are powerful tools to support your habit. Memo a simple notebook or a dedicated journal like the 5-minute journal. Day 1 for journaling and voice notes. Stoic for mindset and prompts. Use daily reminders. Make it automatic. Pair reflection with a 5-minute meditation using Headspace or Insight Timer. Add sticky notes on your mirror with reflection questions like, am I acting in alignment with who I want to be? What fear is guiding my decisions today? The right tools don't do the work for you, but they make showing up easier. And that's what matters most. 18. What happens if you stop? Let's talk about the cost of stopping. What happens when you don't reflect? The noise returns. The world starts pulling you in every direction. You fall back into patterns you thought you'd broken. It won't happen overnight. But over time, you'll feel it. Confusion. Regret. That restless feeling like something is off. Reflection isn't a one-time cleanse. It's a daily alignment ritual. Like brushing your teeth for the soul. You don't reflect to be perfect. You reflect to stay aware. 19 to 90 days later, who you become. Now imagine this, 90 days later. You're no longer the same person. You make decisions without second-guessing. You speak from clarity, not insecurity. You lead. You listen. You live fully. You've trained your mind to slow down. To respond with wisdom instead of emotion. You've built emotional muscle. Mental resilience. And inner peace. The habit? Still only takes 10 minutes a day. But the person you've become. That took discipline. That took choice. That took you. 20. Final transformation and challenge repetition. Here's the most powerful part. This habit never ends. You don't just do 30 days and stop. You restart the challenge. Each time, deeper. More aware. More alive. This is a journey of mastery. Of becoming the kind of person you used to admire. You're not chasing motivation anymore. You're becoming disciplined. You're not avoiding your past, you're learning from it. From this point forward, this habit is your edge. Your anchor. Your silent superpower. If this message spoke to you, don't just like the video. Live it. Subscribe for weekly tools to strengthen your mindset. Turn on the bell so you never miss the habits that change lives. Drop a comment below. What will you reflect on today? And if you're ready, start your 30-day challenge right now. We're doing this together because your future self is watching and waiting. Until next time, reflect deeply, live intentionally, and remember, you are the author of your own story.